Hey guys, Frankie here, and today we're talking, I knew it was gonna happen, Millennial Monopoly, and I'm doing this today because I really just needed a palate cleanser after the last video I filmed, which was all things student loans and my current state of affairs. So if you're interested in all that and really talking about money and millennials, you should check that out. I'll put it right here. But today we're gonna talk about a game that I bought recently. I got it for super cheap on sale at Walmart. I think it was literally $6. So I had started a couple months ago a quick unboxing of it arriving.
Might be the first time I bought anything from Walmart. And it came in a giant box. Walmart, get it together. See, adulting is hard. You deserve a break from the rat race.
And now that I've had an opportunity to play with 2 players to 4 players, it's 2 to 4 is what it allows, ages 8 and up. I have some thoughts that I wanted to share, like, is this a good purchase? Is this a funny game? Is it offensive? There's a lot of videos out there saying millennials are really turned off by this thing, and I'll just start by saying I'm not. So we played one-on-one plenty of times. I have played with a group where ages range from early high school to upper 30s. We were at a family reunion recently playing. We had a lot of people, and so even though it does say 2 to 4 players, we decided to team up. So we actually had 8 people playing at once on 4 different teams, and I think that kind of worked out. So in terms of the gameplay itself, you start with very little money. I think it's $100, and you're not actually winning by owning property. You're actually trying to win by owning experiences. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many you have, it matters how many of these Instagram-like type things you have. Now on the back of these you have your likes, and in this case it's -1, this one is +2, and so the object is to collect as many of these as you can, and then you add them all up together at the end of the game. You could have a negative number or a really high positive number. Now what's interesting is if someone lands on your experience that you own because you were there first, they do owe you money if they can afford it, and then at that point you both get to pick up one of these. So it doesn't matter if you're the person landing on someone else's experience or the person that owns that experience, you both get one of these. So that's cool and an interesting mechanic, probably the most different part of this game. With these experiences, as you're going around the board, let's say you land on one and you don't have the money to pay. Fortunately or unfortunately, you don't have to pay, and so that person doesn't get money, you don't pay money, and neither of you gets to pick up one of these. But it's kind of a cool strategy is to keep your finances low so that you're not tempted to experience things. So if you don't have money, you can't spend money, and I think that it's cool that this is the lesson that it teaches rather than if you don't have money, charge it to your credit card. Now the other big difference with this game is the grid itself is 8 by 8, so it's not 10 by 10 like regular Monopoly, so there's 2 of every single property. Otherwise the rules are mostly the same. You rotate rolling 2 dice. Jail still exists, but when you get out of jail, you actually collect one of these because that was an experience, so that's cool. So it's interesting in the sense that if you land on someone's experience or go to jail, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Also, what I really liked about this is the play time is closer to 25 minutes, I'd say, whereas real Monopoly can be like hours. There is no money with free parking because nothing is just handed out to us anymore in life, apparently. When I take a look at some chance cards, the gas light in your car just came on, so you still have 10 miles left in the tank. Advance to go, collect $20. There are some chance cards like this one where it gives you instructions and you pick a partner and you each roll a dice, and depending on what those dice add up to, you can either get money, I think have to pay money, or you both can get experience chips. In this case, you would get 2 experience chips because it was the best trip ever. Time to rank your friends. Choose one player to collect 3 experience chips, 1 to collect 2, 1 to collect 1. Your free web streaming trial expires. Pay the bank $40. Yoga studio, vegan bistro, parents' basement. That's just funny. They'd be smart. Maybe I should think about that. A week-long meditation retreat. So this is one of the top properties. I think this would be considered. Park Place and Boardwalk is 3-day music festival. So how does the game end? The game ends when all of the experiences have been experienced. So when all the properties are owned, the game ends that exact minute. You don't like trade in your cash for chips or anything like that. Cash, I think, is pretty much completely irrelevant, and it's all about likes, of course. Now, we did have one time where it was a tie. Maybe we both should have just been winners. Instead, what we did was we had a like off, so you draw from the pile of likes until someone has more. That's one silly way to break a tie. Would I recommend this game? I think it's $6 for sure. I think we've played it 3 or 4 different times. It's funny. I recommend it if you think you'll play it with new people. I think that's the only time we'll break it back out, is if new people come over and they've never heard of this or seen it. While the mechanics are quicker and more relatable, we ended up pulling the same card, and it's definitely less funny, like any joke, the 5th time you've read the card or heard the joke. But yeah, I don't think there's a lot of like crazy financial lessons to be learned, just jokes about avocado toast.
Participation trophy.
Let me know what you think if you played this yourself in the comments below, or if this quick review was useful, if you want me to review other stuff like this, whether it's, games or whatever, when it comes to good financial decisions. So as always, shop and find a good deal. If you're looking to buy new things, borrow from a friend. If any of you want to borrow this, let me know. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.